Hey guys, FreeTechGuy here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create 3D text, just like this right here. It's in Cinema 4D. Now this program is pretty expensive, so if you're into getting programs for free, I'll leave a link in the description to a video that shows you how to do it. It's totally legit. It's what I have here. I mean, obviously it's working. It's what I use. Anyway, we're going to recreate this text. So, file new. Now it comes up with this screen. First thing you're going to want to do is come up to MoGraph and MoText, and it'll insert a text right here. Now down in the bottom right corner, you can change the text to whatever you want. I'm going to do FTG. And the depth is how far back the shadow lettering stuff goes. I just do like 90. I don't know, anywhere around 100 looks good. And then I'm going to align it to the middle. And I'll change my font. I like Bada Boom, but really any thick text will look good. I just like Bada Boom, you know. Alright, so now that you've chosen your font, you can come over to caps, and I like to use fillet caps. I do it to the front and back. And it like rounds the edges, I guess. I don't really know exactly what it does, but I like how it looks. And I also use one step under fillet type. So now that I have all the types and stuff, and basically have the text done besides the coloring, I'm going to rotate it to the front using these buttons up here. And I'm going to make it bigger in the middle of my screen. And so I can see the 3D a little bit. Maybe even bigger. Yeah, so right there is good. So now that I have my text and I want to do colors, you're going to come down here to the bottom left, double click in this empty space, and a material will come up. Now double click on that material and click on color and this gray square, and you can change the color to whatever you want. I'm going to use green this time. And all these stuff, they do different things. But I'm just going to use color for now. When you're done, you can just exit out. And I'm going to just drag it onto the text. And you'll see it turns green. You can see what it looks like with a black background. You can also do a secondary color, which is what I like to do. Go up to color. And I like to do white. And so exit out. And I'm going to drop that onto my text again. And you'll notice that it just comes up with the second color. How to change this is come up to the MoText. I'm just going to name it FTG real fast. And click on the second color, whatever color you have there. And in this selection box, you can type in, you can either do R1 or C1. They do different things. C1, it changes the shadow to your first color, and R1, I'll show you what it does, changes just this outer edge to your secondary color. So you can play around with those. I like C1 the best. So now that I have this, I basically have my text done. You know, you guys can play around with it, whatever you want. But to actually save it to like the desktop or something like that, I'm going to come up to this third box. So there's 1, 2, 3. And in general, you don't need to do anything. Output, I change the width to 1280 and the height to 720 just to make it like a pretty big file size, so it's got good resolution or whatever. I don't know. Let's see what else. You don't need to worry about any of that if you're just getting text. Now come over to save, and you can say what you want to name the file. I'm just going to name it FTG tutorial. And then come over here to the right and choose where you want to save it. I'm just going to save it to the desktop. Now under format, click on that and come down to PNG, wherever that is, PNG. And I think that's about Yeah, and then click alpha channel. So you just get the letters. Multipass. Yeah, so that's all you need to do for that. So in save, remember to give it a name, save it somewhere, and use PNG and alpha channel. And you can change the file size to whatever you want. So that's basically how to save it. And then to actually save it, you just have to click on this orange background movie set thing, and it'll render, and there you go. You have the file now, and you'll see if I minus out, it'll show it right here. And yeah, so that's basically how you do text in Cinema 4D. I'll be doing a lot more tutorials, getting more advanced into this. You can create like movie intros, like the beginning of this video you'll see an intro to this tutorial. That's all made by Cinema 4D. And so eventually I'll get into those tutorials, but for now, yeah, we're just gonna start out basic and then we'll get advanced. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.